Meri breaks her silence. Explosive TikTok live exposes Kody and Robyn's lies. For years, Robyn Brown was known as the quiet one, the loyal first wife, the one who stayed, even as her heart broke, even as her family fell apart on national television. But on one unfiltered TikTok live in the spring of 2025, that image shattered forever. No more quiet. No more loyalty. Just raw truth, streaming in real time, with thousands watching. Robyn Brown finally had enough. Chapter 1. I was silent because I was scared. The live began like any other. A casual setup. Meri in her signature flannel, sitting in her Utah B and B with a warm cup of coffee. But from the moment she hit go live, there was something different in her voice, a subtle edge that made longtime fans pause. Hi, everyone, she started. I wasn't going to say anything, but I think it's time. Time I stopped protecting people who never protected me. The comment section lit up instantly. What's happening? Is this about Kody? We're listening, Meri. She took a long breath. I stayed silent for over a decade. I stayed loyal when I should have walked. But now, you deserve to know the truth. I deserve to tell it. And with that, the floodgates opened. Chapter 2. Behind Closed Doors. What came next was unlike anything the Sister Wives fandom had ever heard. Meri began recounting incidents from as early as Season 2. Moments cut from the show, rewritten in editing, or flat out hidden from production. You only saw part of it, she said. The producers loved painting me as sad Meri, the desperate wife who couldn't let go. But I wasn't desperate. I was cornered. She described being emotionally iced out after Kody married Robyn, not just from him, but from the rest of the family. They'd hold family meetings and leave me out. They'd make plans and conveniently forget to tell me. And every time I asked why, Kody would say, "You're too negative, Meri." But all I ever did was ask to be treated fairly. Fans knew there was tension, but no one expected the depth of Meri's isolation. There were days I wouldn't see or hear from Kody for weeks. But if I so much as talked to another man, it became a scandal. Hypocrisy. You have no idea. Chapter 3. Robyn's Real Role. The TikTok live hit its peak when Meri turned her attention to Robyn, the woman many fans already suspected of being the puppet master behind the family's downfall. People keep asking me if Robyn manipulated Kody. Let me be clear, she didn't have to. Kody was already looking for an excuse to start over. Robyn just gave him one. Meri claimed that Robyn positioned herself early on as the peacemaker, constantly playing victim while quietly consolidating power. She cried a lot, always had a tissue, always had a new reason she couldn't trust the rest of us. And somehow, Kody always bought it, even when we had proof she was twisting stories. She paused. I don't hate her, but I see her clearly now. According to Meri, Robyn's influence extended to production as well. Scripted scenes, edited sound bites, even who got more screen time. Every time Kody was shown being kind to me, that was staged. Every family dinner you saw, half the wives weren't speaking off camera. Chapter 4. The Catfishing Scandal. What really happened? Inevitably, the comments turned to that moment, the infamous catfishing scandal that nearly ended Meri's connection to the family altogether. And for the first time, Meri addressed it with brutal honesty. I was lonely. That's it. I wasn't looking to cheat. I wasn't looking to destroy anything. I just wanted someone to see me, to talk to me. She revealed that Kody had stopped being emotionally present years before the scandal, that their intimate relationship had ended long before the story broke. He weaponized it. Acted like I was the one who betrayed him. But he had already left me, just not officially. She leaned closer to the camera, eyes fierce. Do you know what Cody said to me the day it aired? He said, "Thanks for giving me a way out." Like I had done him a favor. Chapter 5. Medie enters the chat. Just when the live seemed to hit its emotional peak, a familiar name popped up in the comments. At Medie_Brown official. It was Leon, Meri's only child, who now goes by Medie. And they weren't holding back. Say it louder, Mom. They used you until you were empty. Dad hasn't earned the title. Meri smiled softly but didn't shy away. Medie saw it all. They were just a kid, but they knew. And Cody? He didn't even try to understand them. When Medie came out as non-binary, Cody refused to talk about it on the show. Said it would confuse the viewers. That's who he is. Medie added in the comments, he tried to erase me, just like he erased everyone who didn't follow his script. Chapter 6. He chose power over people. As the view count climbed past 50,000, Meri wrapped up her stream with a final message, not of vengeance, but of truth and healing. Kody once said our family was built on faith, but what he really built was a kingdom. And the minute we stopped bowing, he cast us out. She stared straight into the lens. I loved him. I really did. I loved them all. But love without truth is just control. The last 10 minutes were a blend of grief and liberation. Meri spoke about finding herself again, rebuilding friendships, and no longer shrinking to make others comfortable. I used to think silence was strength, but now I know speaking your truth is the real power. Chapter 7. The Internet reacts. Within hours, clips of the TikTok live flooded social media. #MeriExposesCody trended on Twitter. Reddit exploded with breakdowns, timestamps, and praise. Even former TLC crew members chimed in anonymously. We saw how they treated Meri off camera. She was excluded constantly. The edit you saw was polished. Reality was messy. TLC released a brief statement. We are aware of Meri Brown's live video and are currently reviewing our future content strategy. Translation: the network was scrambling. Epilogue: the truth has a voice now. In the days following the viral TikTok, Meri gained nearly 1 million new followers. She announced a podcast, First Wife Rising, where she plans to discuss healing from emotional abuse, rebuilding identity, and life after spiritual manipulation. As for Cody and Robyn, they've gone dark. No statements, no lives, no posts. The silence is deafening, and for once, it's theirs to bear. Because now Meri has a voice. And the world is finally listening. Cody gets canceled. Fans react to explosive allegations against Brown patriarch. For over a decade, the Brown family of sister wives was portrayed as a complex but functional polygamous family, held together by faith, tradition, and a charismatic patriarch named Kody Brown. But on a rainy Friday night in April 2025, the illusion crumbled. In a TikTok live that lasted just under 40 minutes, Meri Brown, the family's first and most faithful wife, unleashed years of hurt, hidden stories, and damning allegations that sent shockwaves across the internet. By the time she ended the stream, one thing was clear. Kody Brown was no longer untouchable. Chapter 1. This is me not holding back. Meri's TikTok live began without fanfare. No cryptic caption, no announcement. Just her sitting alone in her Parowan, Utah B&B, wearing a soft gray sweater, the rain softly tapping the window behind her. Hey, she said simply. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything tonight. I've been quiet for too long. And just like that, she began. With over 20,000 viewers watching live, and tens of thousands more joining as word spread, Meri shared stories fans had suspected but never fully heard. "I stayed in a marriage where I was constantly ignored," she said, "where my feelings didn't matter, where silence from the man who once loved me became louder than any argument." Her voice cracked, but she didn't stop. "People ask why I stayed. Because I was told leaving would mean losing my family. I believed that lie for too long." Chapter 2. The allegations against Kody. As the minutes ticked by, Meri's statements became sharper, more specific. She spoke about the emotional neglect, the favoritism toward Robyn, and Kody's manipulative control behind the scenes. "Kody told me I was the problem, that I made the other wives uncomfortable. But the truth is, he wanted me to fade away quietly so he wouldn't look like the bad guy." She claimed Kody had weaponized the catfishing scandal to exile her, privately telling her, "Now you've given me a way to end this without looking like the villain." Meri also alleged that he used religion selectively, not for spiritual leadership, but for control. "Anytime we questioned him, he'd twist scripture, make us feel like disobedient wives when really we were just exhausted." Her most gutting line came near the end of the stream. "He didn't just leave me. He erased me while keeping me on the show so he could protect his image." The chat exploded. Chapter 3. Fan reactions. The internet erupts. By the time Meri ended the live, social media was on fire. Within hours, #cancel Kody Brown was trending worldwide. Reaction videos flooded TikTok and YouTube. Sister Wives fan forums crashed under the volume of traffic. Twitter/X was brutal. Meri deserves a standing ovation for exposing Kody. This is what strength looks like. He silenced her for years. Not anymore. TLC needs to drop him. Today. Reddit threads offered detailed analysis, comparing Meri's statements to past Sister Wives episodes. Moments when her discomfort was clear, now recast under the light of truth. And on TikTok, creators stitched together clips of Meri's confession with old footage of Kody dismissing her. The emotional juxtaposition proving exactly what viewers now knew. Meri had been suffering in silence for years. Chapter 4. TLC under pressure. While fans celebrated Meri's courage, they turned their scrutiny to TLC, the network that had profited from Kody's leadership narrative for over a decade. A petition titled "Remove Kody Brown from Sister Wives" gained over 200,000 signatures in 24 and former reality stars joined in, calling out the network for continuing to feature a man accused of spiritual and emotional abuse. By Monday morning, advertisers began pulling out of Sister Wives reruns. Facing massive public pressure, TLC issued a short but telling statement. "We are actively reviewing the content of Meri Brown's live stream and assessing next steps regarding the future of Sister Wives programming." Behind the scenes, insiders claimed that emergency meetings were held to discuss either canceling the show entirely or reformatting it without Kody. "Kody was the face of the show," one anonymous producer said. "But now he's a liability." Chapter 5. Robyn retreats. The wives respond. While Kody stayed silent, Robyn briefly posted to Instagram stories with a black screen and the words, "Some things should be kept private. This is hurtful." The backlash was swift. Thousands replied, calling her complicit, tone-deaf, and gaslighting at its finest. Meanwhile, Janelle posted a quiet message of support for Meri. "I stand with truth. I stand with healing. I stand with Meri." Christine, always the most vocal, posted a photo of herself with Meri from years ago captioned, "She was never weak. She was surviving." And then the most surprising message came from Medie Brown, formerly Leon, Meri's only child. They posted to Instagram. My mom lived in survival mode for most of my life. I saw it. I felt it. I love her for choosing herself now. Finally. Chapter 6. Cody's empire crumbles. 4 days after Meri's life, Kody Brown finally broke his silence in a formal statement via his attorney. I refute any characterization of abuse or manipulation. This is a painful family matter that has been taken public unnecessarily. The response backfired. Fans called it a non-apology, accusing Kody of hiding behind legal language instead of owning his role in the fallout. Former Sister Wives crew members anonymously confirmed details Meri shared in her live. Kody gave us filming instructions that minimized Meri. If she cried, he asked us to cut it. He wanted control of the narrative. By the end of the week, TLC officially announced a pause on filming, adding that Sister Wives would return in a new format. Translation: Kody was out. Epilogue: a new chapter for Meri. 2 weeks after the viral live, Meri launched a podcast titled Silent No More, a space for women to share their stories of religious trauma, emotional gaslighting, and rebuilding after toxic relationships. The first episode opened with her now iconic line, "This is me not holding back." It debuted at #1 on Spotify's relationships chart. In interviews, Meri now speaks openly about her healing, therapy, reconnecting with old friends, building her B&B empire, and nurturing her bond with Medie. As for Kody, he's reportedly moved out of Flagstaff and remains offline. His future in media, unclear. His once devoted fan base, scattered. Because this time, he wasn't edited to look misunderstood. This time, the cameras weren't under his control. This time, Meri held the mic. Final note. The world watched Meri suffer for seasons, nodding in silence, eyes downcast while Kody unraveled her dignity one scene at a time. But when she finally spoke, she didn't whisper. She roared, and the world listened.